the bump in the men's 1500 meters final. In Paris, Stade de France witnessed one of the finest, most combative 1500 meters that anybody could remember. Cole Hocker of USA won against the odds. What a wonderful story. What an incredible story. Barreling along in the inside lane, overtaking Ingebrigtsen, overtaking Nagus, overtaking Josh Kerr. This was an outstanding victory. And yet the narrative amongst the BBC, for example, was quite and crystal clear. Josh Kerr versus Jakob Ingebrigtsen was all the rage. Josh Kerr having the inside line, the wink wink nudge nudge, approval of BBC, and why not? Running for Team GB. Why should they not favour even the little Josh Kerr? However, let's be quite clear. It was a case of winner takes all. The mother of all shootouts. Gold or nothing. You beat Ingebrigtsen. It's all yours. To see the likes of Steve Cram lost for words, literally, pay testimony to the fact that certain narratives can be in place, and yet sport is not etched in stone, granite stone. There are levels to this thing. As far as the reason bus is concerned, when you look at the likes of the women's 1500, or even women's 800 meters, Keely Hodgkinson of Team GB of Britain, quality victory for a quality athlete. Of course, Mary Morra is not the Mary Morra that we know at her level best. Overtaken. Oh God, coughing and spluttering, proverbially speaking, by Ethiopia's, big up Ethiopia's first medal in the 800 meters for women. Duguma took an outstanding silver medal. That is another story, a big story. How much that was covered? Well, judging from the British press, that is a side note, a PS, if you will. Keely Hodgkinson, the golden girl, it's all about her. But we need to get perspective. No Athin Mu, who is not kicked on from her successes at Olympic and World Championship level, seems not to want to or enjoy racing the 800 meters. Will she step down to 400 meters? Will she remain in athletics? We do not know. It was a thrilling triumvirate of Hodgkinson, Mary Morra, and Hodgkinson. But as we can see, things are not always in place. Keely got the job done as she was expected to, and salutes to Keely Hodgkinson. Daguma, big up. What a wonderful race. Goes to show everyone has a story that we can talk about. Excuse me. Who was coughing and spluttering? Josh Kerr certainly wasn't. He was going for GOLD. To see the climb down, the back down. I can imagine when the cameras are off, like, share, and subscribe. The Reason Boss speaking, Richbo Sports style. Can you imagine? Okay, Josh, this is the way we're going to spin things. It's not a disappointment. It's not a bittersweet. You know what? I wanted gold. I thought I had gold. I wanted gold. Credit to Josh. Josh said himself, nothing was done and dusted until he crossed the line. His attitude is to be commended as far as the Reason Boss is concerned. He has risen up the ranks and has looked to get the very best out of his talent. And I, for one, salute Josh Kerr. I salute Cole Hocker, who I did not think could produce such a thrilling finish. In record time, US record, 3:27. Incredible, incredible, incredible race. When I saw him barreling along in the inside lane and daring to not only upset Ingebrigtsen, but Josh Kerr, the BBC was stunned. It was a proverbial nightmare for them. My God, the script's being torn up in front of our eyes. What's going on? Hey, Cole, good effort, but you weren't going to deny Josh Kerr. Josh Kerr was not to be denied. The challenge ultimately came not from Ingebrigtsen, who set out on world record pace and kept it up until he destroyed himself. Lessons learned. I predict that Jakob will go on to win the 500 meters, the 5,000, the 5K. I expect him to take care of that 5,000 meters in quality fashion. He dared to shine. He reached for the stars. He missed the clouds. No medal. But my goodness me, with personal bests and national records for Josh Kerr, Ngoose, and Cole Hocker, you've got to say, respect, Jakob. Sometimes the best athletes produce and help bring out the very best in other athletes. Noah Lyles is an athlete, I've got to say, big up, quality field, left and right. He talks the talk. Braggadocious, some may say, but he backs it up and salutes to Noah. He could be beaten. Surely will be beaten. In fact, was beaten. First round, semi-finals. Hinchcliffe took him out. And yet, Noah knew what was on the line. The ultimate goal. Gold. Would he have been embarrassed? Not necessarily. He wanted gold. He believed he could get gold. He got gold by the finest of margins. Kishane Thompson, big up. Everyone in that 100 meters men's race, big up. Outstanding contributions from Curly. Reigning at the time champion, now deposed champion, Marcel Jacobs, producing his best form for this season. Oh God. Not quite good enough, but for Noah, he laid it on the line. Narratives, Simbini, Tibogo, all had stories that could be told. Oh God. Oblique Seville, stories to be told. Kishane Thompson, a man who shut down after 60 meters, quote unquote, running 9.77s, looking nice and easy, looking at the clock. How do you overcome that kind of a runner? Noah Lyles had what it takes. He could have come a cropper. Sometimes no excuse is guaranteed. You're going for gold. And if you don't, you doff your cap and say respect to the victor the spoils. And yet, there's always a story to be told. I say acknowledge and give contexts when the time is right and when is there a better time than the Olympic Games. I would say for Jamaican fans, if Kishane Thompson had been given a nod, I would have said, hey, what? Big up and respect to Kishane. Big up. But my Lord, he was given a run for his money. Ooh, and how? To the victor, the spoils. Runner-up and runner-up to the runner-up. Respect due. But I love that word, context. Tonight, we'll see Matthew Hudson-Smith of Team GB of the UK go for gold in the men's 400 meters. As far as the Reason Boss is concerned, he was and remains one of GB's best hopes for gold. Not just the podium, but for gold. Keeley was one, delivered. Josh Kerr was another, didn't quite deliver. Silver medalist. Matthew Hudson-Smith is looking for nothing short of gold. And he's running like a gold medalist, like an Olympic champion. Having looked at him in the heats and semis, I had to double take. Is that Hudson? Who is that man running? Carefree, light. Hudson-Smith, the man to beat. Quincy Hall, you got your work cut out. Karani, 43 seconds. You'll need some of that. And then some change. Michael Norman, you better get your tactics right if you're going to try and depose and take out, Matthew Hudson-Smith. Stephen Gardner is not there. This is unfortunate. Injury besets Stephen Gardner of the Bahamas again, but Matthew Hudson-Smith, who has had a turbulent career, ups and downs on and off the track, he has set out his stall, and I tell you what, he is the man to beat. Should he deliver? Respect. Should he falter? And I believe he'd need to falter, and someone else needs to rise and shine, Antonio Watson style, in the World Championships. Oh God. Matthew has rewound and come again. It's not a 44 this man's on. He's on a 43 mission. If you want to take him out, step in. There is no Wade Van Niekerk here. Quincy Hall of the USA. Michael Norman of the USA. Bailey. Bailey, I hope. We shall see. Like, share, and subscribe. Context, I say. Context. Everyone has a story. Matthew Hudson-Smith, similar to Josh Kerr, maybe even more so, has only himself to beat. He will be going all guns blazing. He's got the caliber. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's see if he does it. G'day Roman. G'day, how you doing? Like, share, and subscribe. Rich Bo Sports, enjoying the athletics. I hope you are. The global sport, track and field, where all continents are welcome and arrive. Who can jump furthest, run fastest, throw furthest? From shot put, javelin, long jump to the 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, 800 meters, 5,000 meters, onwards and upwards, we say. Big up to the likes of Mondo Duplantis, delivering world record style. There are levels to this sport, no questions asked. Big up St. Kendricks, back on the podium. That'll do nicely. You try your level best sometimes, and sometimes it isn't good enough. But if it's good enough for you as an athlete and an individual who has left it on the track, I say commendations. Like, share, and subscribe. I like to point out who needs to be pointed out. Salutes. Like, share, and subscribe. Context, narratives. I don't play by the book, BBC style. Lost for words. Sometimes silence is golden. Am I right, BBC? My lord, my lord. Whew.